Welcome to my channel and welcome back. So today we're going to be talking about the Huawei 4G router as opposed to the 5G equivalent that we reviewed last time. And we want to go into do a similar idea. Let's do some speed tests, let's see how it works, and let's put it in 3G, 4G mode and see what the kind of comparable kind of throughput performance is. Like I said in the previous video, the limitations on these routers are they're really made for people that just want internet, i.e. they want to get online, they want to get Facebook, they want YouTube, they want Netflix, they don't have high-speed internet on their phone line or in the area where they live, or it's too expensive, or they want to have an internet connection they can take with them, let's say to a caravan park or on holiday with them, or even to put it into the car if you have a 240 volt outlet in the car. So we're going to have a quick look at the routers that I used before the 5G router that I purchased that I reviewed last time. So I have two models that I both bought these routers off of eBay. They were used, and I have the 4G SIM card in it with unlimited data. So we have a Huawei router here. It does have the external aerials in it that I added to this. This is the one I used at my house for some time. I think I've used this one for about a year. And of course it has the 4 Ethernet ports in the back, and of course it has the telephone ports as well, which were never in use and we don't have these set up. So this unit is Huawei LTE. It's a CPE B for Bravo 593. That is a Huawei one. Of course this one here is a white labeled router. It is effectively the same model minus the telephone ports in the back. But this one here has been white labeled as one from T-Mobile. It looks like possibly from Germany. It's a Speedport LTE2 device, so it's very similar. This one here of course doesn't have the external aerials added, but it does have the cover that you can pull off the back to reveal the antennas here should you wish to add them on there. So let's just pop this in here. So for the purpose of this demo, we're not going to use this one, simply because this one here is already set up and working with its little bunny ears in. So what we'll do is we'll set this up. It's already in 4G mode. It's pre-configured with the Wi-Fi because I gave this to my mum. She was paying something like £50 a month for internet, and the SIM card in this is £25 or something for unlimited data. So it's quite an easy swap. So easily installed this router, done away with the old phone line. She lives down in a very rural part of Scotland, and you know, I think she was getting 1 or 2 megabits per second from the actual internet service that came from one of the main carriers. It was a ADSL2 circuit. It wasn't even fibre to the cabinet, but that's all she was able to get. So this here fills a purpose, lets you get online. Yes, it's not ideal, and you can't do port forwarding, you can't do carrier aggregation, I get it, but it was never designed for that purpose. It's designed for people that can't get online at a half decent rate of speed. They just want to watch Netflix. This ticks a box, you know, it does exactly what it says in the tin, gets you online, gets you working, and that's what most of the people out there are looking for. There are some geek people like me that want to do more and want external fixed IP, and yes, there's ways to do it. You could put this router here, plug in another router, and then do a VPN service from this router out to a cloud service to get an external IP address, you know, through the 4G or 5G router. So there is ways to do it, but unless you're very technical or have a technical know-how or willing to read up and learn on it, it's too much for most people to take in, and they would never do it. So without further ado, let's get this powered on and let's get some speed tests. So power cable. Of course, SIM card on this one goes at the side. It is powered on. So as you can see, it's going to power up. That will just take a wee second. So while that's powering up, I'll just wait on the Wi-Fi showing up on my laptop, and then I'll join the Wi-Fi network on my MacBook here to the side. I'm not going to bother with the Windows PC this time because one, I do not have it with me here in the office, and secondly, it's that old and decrepit, I really don't see the point. So, nice new trusty MacBook Pro, and we'll get this done. So we're currently WLAN, we're just waiting on the mode light coming on. So if it goes blue, that means 4G signal, and we've got a couple of bars there, so you know, it's not the best signal in the world, but let's get to doing a test. So let's join the Wi-Fi network on my laptop. And we're going to do 2 speed tests. We're going to do one on speedtest.net, and I know I can hear the keyboard warriors hard at work, and we're going to do one on fast.com, just for the people that like fast.com. I did see the comments, I do read the comments, and thank you very much for commenting. So let's, without further ado, let's get all these windows out of the way. Right, so I will sit this off to the side. It's still got its 2 bars, and then let's have a look here. So let's click go here. Now I'm just holding the laptop up to the camera just for ease of demoing. I could probably get some software, but well, you know. There we go. So we're just outside Glasgow city centre. We're in an area called Easterhouse or Bailison, where the office is, and this is the download and upload speed we're achieving here on 4G. So a download of 12.72 and an upload of 7.91. Not incredible by any means, but not terrible either. I mean, terrible i.e. it's not 1 meg or 2 meg, but terrible if you're used to 50 or 60 or 80 meg. So let's put this at the window and see if we can get a better signal, and then do another speed test. So we now have it sitting over at the window. It nearly has full bar, so it's 1 bar away from full. Let's do another speed test, and I'll just quickly show you the results in a second. Not much better, to be honest. We get about 15 megabits download, 14 megabits, 15, 14, round about the same. There we go. Okay, so 14.94 down, 26.9 up. Now let's go to fast.com and do exactly the same speed test on fast.com. So it is now running 11, 13 megabits, 16 megabits, 15, 14, 14 it's saying. Right, so 14 meg down. It's now doing the upload speed test. We're getting 15, 21, 22, 20, 18, 16, 15, 14, 15, 16. It's not the fastest connection in the world, let's be honest. 69 millisecond ping, 14 megabits are down, and we're roughly about 20, give or take, megabits up on fast.com, so there you go. So that's this kind of speed test you'd expect on 4G. Let's log into the router's GUI, change the settings to 3G, and then let's have a look and see what the throughput is on 3G. Now, I'm expecting it to be absolutely terrible, so let's just find out. So network connection 4G, we'll change that to 3G. Oops, no, that's 4G. 3G, submit. And on the router, that little blue icon, it just went red. It means no network connection. And now it's went green, which means it's on 3G, 3GG, GG. Albeit we only have 1 bar. Okay. So using fast.com again, let's just do a speed test. "17 megabits download." Okay, so we're 17 meg down and about 11 megabits per second upload on the fast.com speed test. Now let's dive over to the good old speedtest.net, because that's what everyone knows, and well, everyone as in most of the general public that have internet access. And let's see what comes out of speedtest.net, providing I can even get on the internet. Am I on the right Wi-Fi? Yes, I'm on the right Wi-Fi. Speedtest.net. Oh, there we go. Go. Go, gadget, go. 60 millisecond ping. 15 megabits. 16 meg. 15. It's not the best. Let's be perfectly honest here. So when you compare the 4G to the 5G router, I mean, it's dramatically slower than what the 5G even can do. I mean, 2 meg up, 16.5 meg down. You know, take of that as you will. It is not fast by any means. But again, if you live in a rural area where you struggle to even get 1 or 2 meg, it's still decent. It's fast enough that you could watch Netflix, you know, albeit one person in one room watch Netflix. But yeah, you could go online. You know, well, let's just check and see if I can get onto YouTube. YouTube.com. I'll type the URL properly, I might be able to get on to YouTube. There we go. So it does load. It takes a second to fill in the, you know, to render the page and to fill stuff in. Yes, it's slow in comparison today. It is where it is. It is 4G. There's a lot more devices on 4G than there is currently on 5G, and I'm sure that once people start adopting 5G routers, that 5G will start to go slowly as well across different networks. So, is 4G still worth doing? It really depends. Are you one of those people that can't get fibre to the cabinet? Are you in an ADSL area and you can't get fibre to the cabinet, and you know you're really stuck between 4 meg and 2 meg internet connection? Then this is definitely a speed change, a step change in speed in regards to what you can actually do and be double the speed. Yes, it's faster. The next thing up from this, you know, to really kind of, instead of going for 4G, if you can't get 5G, it's possibly to have a look at something like the upcoming Starlink system, which of course is from SpaceX. The alternative, of course, is to contact your local community council or reach out to my company, who specialise in rural internet, which is GigaAir. We come to local communities throughout the United Kingdom that are very rural in nature, and it's a really focus on the rural broadband initiative from the UK government to roll out full fibre networks to those communities, and that's exactly what we can do. So we can full fibre into the properties and deploy up to 1,000 meg, or even in some cases up to 10,000 meg to those rural communities into the house. Obviously the prices are on the website, apart from the 10 gig one. It's still in trial phase at the moment, but it's coming and it is full fibre, unlike these solutions which are temporary 3G, 4G connectivity options. So please, if you do like this video, please do remember to like and subscribe, and of course comment below. I do read all of them, and until next time, see you then.